Hello, this is a crash course, an introduction to slide guitar. This is an electric guitar, it's Danish, and I'm going to just tell you the basics pretty quick. You might find other videos here on YouTube that will introduce you to slide guitar. First and foremost, the tuning. Open D. D, A, D, F sharp, A, D. D, A, D, F sharp, A, D, right. If that's the D chord here, you'd find the G chord in 5th fret like this. Not overly difficult. D, G, D. On 7th fret, I'm sliding into the chord A. What's very important is that you dampen behind the slide, or else it will be out of tune. The only place where you're not dampening is when you go to the 12th fret. Slide can add a lot to your music. Should I buy an extra guitar for slide playing exclusively? I suggest you do it because you need very, very thick string in order to get the perfect sound. You can use finger picks. I don't when I play electric. When I play resonator guitars I use finger picks. Okay? I use the slide on the pinky and I dampen behind it. Now we're getting somewhere. Scale. You have basically pentatonic, major or minor based, right? 0, 3, 5, 7, 9, oops, 10, 12. That's your pentatonic scale. In D, that would be D, F. I'm sliding into F. Why not put it a step further? That's the sexy thing. You go from major to minor and back. And the devil's interval is this one. People tend to slide up instead of sliding down some now and then. 12, 10. It's a little out of tune, but who cares? What you're doing here is you want to know your scales. I just told you what the scale is like. The theory behind it, find it somewhere else. What's immensely important if you're soloing is to have this bass in octave going on at all times. Let's break that one down. My thumb is doing the bass work. It's possible to be a musician and play the bass at the same time, I've been told. I slide into the 3rd on the 2 top strings with the slide dampening behind it. Not overly difficult, but very, very efficient. So, this is overall principle. You want the bass to go on at all times, right? Play the theme alone. Then you add the bass. It takes a lot of practice, especially if you're badass guitarist as I am, but you will eventually get to it. open tuning. Dampening behind the slide, sliding in and out of certain intervals like major and minor third, the fifth and the devil's interval, and 12th you have the option here, going Hawaiian on the third. Oh shit! You want to tune that guitar. Okay. Soloing, I'd suggest you get the DVD from Mr. Kirk Smart. It's not my idea. I mean the name, but he's clever. Okay, I'm going to demonstrate the baritone guitar in a second. A baritone guitar is tuned lower. Here we have it. This is a Fender open tuned lower, which is open A. These guitars are very, very expensive, so I suggest you buy a Dan Electro if you want a cheapo. Enough said. I think it's immensely important that you know the scales and improvise. I could teach you certain tunes, blah blah blah, but that would be your choice. I'd suggest you play tunes like Many Rivers to Cross, Under the Bridge by Red Hot Chili Peppers, and in the next tutorial we'll talk about harmonies in harmony. Right, this was the baritone guitar tuned in open A. A, E, A, C sharp, A. Well, give me some feedback and look forward to the next video on harmonies. Cheers, mate.